My intention this year is to self-love. Love myself as I do my child. What if you joined me and we became great examples for our children so that they understood what self-love looks like, that we embodied it so well that they could follow in our footsteps and love themselves as much? Right? That would be pretty powerful. So stay tuned, and I will cover just slight mindful tweaks that we can do to embody self-love. My best friend said that she has come up with a word for the year to go by, and I thought that was a great idea and a great way to self-love. So for me, I chose the word love. So love and above for this year, for my calendar year. And then I thought, well, I'm going to go a little bit deeper and do it by months as well. So my first month was about my physical health. So January, physical health. Then February is going to be about self-love practices. And remember, anything that you do for 21 days straight becomes a habit. So my intentions is to practice this daily for 21 days, and so that it becomes a habit. It's just I embody it at that point, right? So that will be my February, which is perfect because it's Valentine's Day. In March, I'm going to focus on decluttering my spaces and my mental clutter. And then in April, I'm going to focus on abundance. The rest of the year is to be determined. I'm just going to kind of let that flow. But those just organically came to me while I'm in flow doing these practices. And I know, I'm just in flow. It's all about being in flow. Another way to self-love is give yourself permission to not do something. Something that is probably been passed down for generations and generations, that we had to fold our washcloths. I'm choosing not to fold the washcloths anymore. I just put it in this basket, stick it on top of the towels, reach in there, use it. That's what I do. I don't fold the washcloths anymore. What could you give yourself permission to do that would be very loving? One way I have self-love this week is by asking for help. That is something I've been working on this year, is asking for help and receiving. That is something I have not done very well in my past, but now bringing mindfulness to that subject, I am working toward that intention in my life. And I'm doing better just by being aware. So by asking for help, this is what I received this week. This is my son's editing job of the kitty yoga, and it is more than fun and fantastic. So enjoy. Some like the goat yoga. I still like the kitty yoga. I love her. It doesn't get better than kitty yoga. We're going to do a new pose. You put your feet up in the air like this, and you put a little curve in your back, and you let the kitty just sit there and give you the stink eye. This is the teenage yoga pose for the kitty yoga. I'm ignoring you. I'm pretty sure she just wants to bring awareness to adopt a pet. She is an adopted pet, and she is a beautiful soul. So I'm going to keep spreading the word for her through her kitty yoga poses. Another way that I have self-love this week is by being mindful of staying playful. And so the kitty yoga inspired some dog yoga in the office. And so the boss did an image of him and his dog with his dog in his back. And this is the meme that a coworker came up with, and it is hilarious. Enjoy. A nice segue here is that I've been listening to a book by Canfield, and in that book, he talks about going to a class where there was a notebook in front of them when they sat down, and he didn't like the color of his notebook. But nobody, asked to trade or do anything different with our notebook, but that was part of the lesson. So the teacher, as soon as she started the class, says if you don't like the color of your notebook, then trade it with someone. And so that was perfect because the person he traded with obviously liked his color, and then he got the color that he liked. And so the lesson of it, the story is, what if you could have everything that you wanted in life? Everything, even down to like what color notebook you have. So just bringing mindful awareness and being mindful of that has just, these butterfly effects here, has switched my thinking. And so at work, I have this jarring ringtone on my phone, and it's very disruptive when I'm in deep concentration. It's startling. It's really startling. I'm like Kramer on Seinfeld. And so recently I was like, hey, can I get that not to ring at my desk anymore? So guess what? We found a solution. to not get it to ring my desk. Well, we're just going to unplug it is what the solution is. So what if you could have everything that you wanted? Everything. Just play around with that this week and see if there's any subtle differences that come up in your life by just having that thought process. I'm excited to be practicing self-love with you. We're going to practice this for 21 days straight so that it becomes a habit and we embody self-love. So please like and subscribe so that you don't miss any content this month. Onward and upward.